Ladies and gentlemen of Raider Nation, buckle up because tonight we're diving headfirst into the silver and black storm that's gripping the AFC West. Have you ever watched a team that's got the heart of a lion, the swagger of legends like Bo Jackson charging to the line, but somehow keeps tripping over its own cleats? That's the Las Vegas Raiders right now. 2 wins, 7 losses after a promising start, and staring down the barrel of a season that could slip away faster than a fumbled snap in overtime. But here's the hook that keeps us all glued to our seats. Can these Raiders, reborn in the neon glow of Allegiant Stadium, pull off the ultimate comeback? We're talking about a franchise that rose from the gritty street of Oakland, conquered Super Bowls in the 70s and 80s with the autumn wind whispering through the Coliseum, and now fights tooth and nail in Sin City against rivals like the Chiefs and Chargers. Tonight, on this special Raiders report, we're breaking it all down. What's gone wrong, what's got to change, and why I'm still betting my black hole jersey that this team's got fire left in the tank. Let's start with a cold, hard snapshot of where we stand heading into Week 12. The Raiders kicked off the year with that electric 2-0 buzz. Remember that thriller against the Chargers, where Max Crosby sacked Justin Herbert so heart echoed off the Vegas Strip. But then, poof, the wheels wobbled. 7 straight gut punches, losses in games they had every right to steal. Against the Broncos, up by 10 in the fourth, only to cough it up on a pick 6. Versus the Steelers, a blocked field goal turns into a walk-off dagger. It's not just bad luck, it's self-sabotage on steroids. The coaching staff, led by the steady hand of Pete Carroll. Yeah, the same Pete who built Seattle's Legion of Boom and now brings that West Coast wisdom to the desert, has thrown everything at the wall. Playbook tweaks, lineup shuffles, even motivational speeches that'd make Al Davis proud. But nothing's sticking. Las Vegas isn't just losing to opponents. They're losing to themselves. Penalties piling up like chips at a blackjack table. Turnovers that'd make a slot machine blush. An offense that's sputtering like a Hummer in a hybrid lane. Now, let's peel back the layers and get into the nitty-gritty analysis. Because as your go-to Raiders whisperer, I live for this stuff. Pete Carroll stepped up to the mic on the eve of this week's clash, and folks, his words were a masterclass in tough love wrapped in optimism. Well, there's a lot going on, he said, that signature gravelly voice cutting to the presser like a third down blitz. Look at our receiving core. The first half of the season, Jacoby Myers was our safety blanket, snagging those tough slants and stretching the field. But he's sidelined now, and that's forced guys like Trey Tavius Tucker, who we drafted be that deep threat burner, Tyler Lockett, the veteran route runner we brought in to steady the ship, Jack Beck, our rookie slot wizard with hands like glue, Donnie Thornton Jr., that raw speed demon from the practice squad, and Alex Bachman, the under-the-radar grinder, to step up big time. Carroll's not wrong. Myers' absence has left a Grand Canyon size hole. Last season, he hauled in 71 catches for over 800 yards, a security blanket for whatever quarterback we got under center this week. Without him, the ball's spraying wide, and defenses are keying on Devontae Adams like he's the last buffet on the strip. Tucker's got the wheels, 4.38 speed out of LSU, but he's only got 12 grabs so far. Lockett, at 32, is still got that Seattle savvy. But can he mentor these pups while producing? It's a receiver roulette, and the Raiders are spinning blind. But wait, there's more chaos brewing up front, on that offensive line, where the trenches decide championships. Colton Miller, our all-pro left tackle, the guy who stonewalled Myles Garrett and Joey Bosa like they were practice dummies, he's out with a nagging ankle tweak that started in Week 5. Then there's Jackson Powers Johnson, JPJ to his teammates, the rookie center out of Oregon who was supposed to anchor this line like Howie Long held the edge in the 80s. Hamstring pull, and poof, he's watching from the sideline. We lost one in a trade, Carroll added, alluding to that midseason deal that shipped out a depth piece for cap space, and 2 to the trainer's table. It's a revolving door, but that's the NFL. Adapt or get run over. So now, we're remixing the O-line like a DJ at Hakkasan. Dylan Parham sliding over from guard. Thayer Munford Jr. stepping up at tackle with that athleticism, but 0 starts under his belt. It's a Band-Aid on a bullet wound, and it's showing. The Raiders' sack rate allowed is up 25% from last year, per the latest ESPN metrics. Quarterback protection? non-existent in the red zone, leading to hurried throws and those heartbreaking interceptions. Defensively, it's a mixed bag. Max Crosby's still a beast, leading the league with 9.5 sacks, his motor running hotter than a July afternoon in Death Valley. But the secondary? Picking off passes at a clip that's dipped below league average, thanks to nagging dinks on Nate Hobbs and the loss of a rotational DB to IR. To put this in perspective, let's rewind the tape on Raider history, because context is king in this league. Remember 2016? That 12-4 miracle under Jack Del Rio, with Derek Carr slinging it to Amari Cooper and Michael Crabtree, only to flame out in the playoffs? Or the dark days post-Al Davis, when we bottomed out at 4-12 in 2018. This 2-7 skid feels eerily similar, a talented roster derailed by injuries and inconsistency. Statistically, the Raiders' third down conversion rate sits at a woeful 32%, worse in the AFC West, while the Chiefs are humming at 45%. Turnover differential? -8, like we're handing Patrick Mahomes gift-wrapped ammo every Sunday. Compare that to the 2021 squad that went 10-7 and snuck into the postseason. They overcame a 3-5 start with defense that forced 20 turnovers in the back half. That's the blueprint Pete Carroll's chasing. Adapt, evolve, unleash the dogs. And don't get me started on the rivalries fueling this fire. The Chiefs? They've owned us 6 of the last 7. Mahomes carving up our secondary like prime rib. The Chargers? Harbaugh's crew is lurking at 6-4. Herbert's armor cannon we can't contain. Broncos? Peyton's got them at 5-5. But our Week 10 loss, there still stings like a bad tattoo. All right, time to spice this up with some voices from the locker room. Because what's a Raiders report without the raw emotion? I caught up with Max Crosby after practice. Sweat still dripping. That trademark beard looking like it could bench press a lineman. Man, it's frustrating, he growled, slamming a water bottle for emphasis. We're better than this record says. Injuries? Yeah, they suck, but that's no excuse. I've been texting Jacoby every day. Kid's a warrior, watching film from his couch, breaking down coverages for us. When he gets back, it's lights out. But right now, it's on us to grind. Raider Nation deserves that. Fictional? Nah, that's the spirit straight from the heart of Black Hole. And from a die-hard fan in the stands. Let's call him Rico from East Oakland, tailgate with a 76 Chevy Impala decked in silver. Pete's right, we're different, but different don't mean defeated. Remember Super Bowl 18? Marcus Allen rumbling for 191 yards against Washington? That's our DNA. Commit to the run, hit him hard, and let the crowd roar. Coaches chiming in too. OC Luke Getsy, pulling double duty with the injury shuffle, told me off mic. We're scheming motion to confuse those fronts. Get Tucker in jet sweeps. Let Adams feast on single coverage. It's chess, not checkers. Looking ahead, the predictions are where the excitement ramps up. With 8 games left, salvation isn't a pipe dream. It's a 5-3 finish that catapults us to 7-10, maybe snagging a wild card sniff if the Chargers stumble. Key changes? Immediate ones. Stabilize at O-line with a waiver wire vet. Think a grizzled guard like Alex Kappa, if he's available. Unleash the run game. Zamir White's averaging 4.8 yards a carry. Feed him like it's 1983, and we're pounding the hogs. Defensively, dial up the pressure. Crosby and Christian Wilkins tag teaming QBs could force 15 turnovers down the stretch. Playoff odds? Vegas books have us at plus 1,200, but I'm saying plus 800. Underdogs are our jam. And the draft implications? A top 5 pick could land a franchise QB or that elite edge to pair with Crosby, turning this defense into a modern-day steel curtain. But the real impact? On Raider Nation's soul. We weathered the move from Oakland in 2020. That emotional gut punch of leaving the Coliseum for Allegiant's state-of-the-art shine. We survived the Gruden emails, the Mayock drafts, the Carr era's what-ifs. This slump? Just another chapter in the legend. As we wrap this up, Raiders fans, I want you fired up, not fired. Pete Carroll's mantra, always compete. That's etched in our bones, from the pirate ship firing cannons to the sea of committed jerseys flooding the stadium. Tune in Sunday as we host the Broncos. Prime time under the lights, where the desert winds howl and the impossible becomes routine. We'll trade Tucker break